Welcome to week 2 of Project Governance and Ethics. As I said last week, we will be reviewing some project management processes which are related to the application of governance practice in projects. Of course, you know all about the project lifecycle, project plans, scope statements and the like. But these, as I've said last week, form the basis of the project data you will use for project governance reporting and to demonstrate accountability that you have properly managed your projects. So, a bit of revision probably never hurts anyone. The foundation for applying governance to projects is, firstly, understanding corporate structures, communications within the corporation, and stakeholder management. That's understanding corporate structures, internal communications, and stakeholder management. In corporations, strategic decisions are made at the board of management level and will thus drive business requirements, which in turn affect ongoing operations. If there is a change in business requirements, which will result in a problem to be solved. And of course, a problem to be solved is a project to be undertaken. Reporting and accountability for meeting governance requirements at the project level will follow through the organisation and eventually to support the accountability of the board of directors to the shareholders and to meet legislative requirements. Key tools in the project reporting to meet governance requirements are the project communications plan, stakeholder analysis, and stakeholder management. Therefore, if you are not sure of the details of these project activities, I suggest you review them to understand the basis of the project reporting you will need to demonstrate governance accountability. We'll be looking at corporate governance structures in detail in the coming weeks, but the purpose of this revision is to clearly understand the project documentation that will be used for governance reporting. There are some key rules you need to remember about the data and information you will use for governance reporting. Firstly, all project activities will be subject to governance reporting. All project activities. This information will be found in your project plan, your communications plan, stakeholder management plan, risk management plan, and so on. And that is why it is important to ensure these documents are kept up to date. Secondly, these project documents must, and I emphasise must, be the single source of your governance reporting, and even when summary reports are prepared, they must use the same data. You never know. You may at some time be subjected to scrutiny, such as an internal audit or even an external audit, and be required to demonstrate accountability for your projects by some independent authority who will be tracking back on how you reported the basic project data. As the reports on your project progress to higher levels in the organisation, they will become more summarised because the board of directors, for example, are looking at not just your project but the whole of the organisation, and we'll be looking at accountability across the whole organisation. But summarisation does not mean new information. It does not mean new information, which is a mistake that I have seen made before. It must all come from the same basic data. Just a few things now about the way we're going about the next 12 weeks. The discussion forums. There are 2 activities on the forum this week which are intended to help you with your revision. I look forward to your discussion and input on both of these. And just a reminder about assessment for this unit. Firstly, unfortunately, there is no exam. I know this will come as a bit of a blow, but there is no exam for this week. But there are this unit. There are 3 assignments, so keep an eye on the dates for the submission of those assignments. One of the assignments will be assessing your involvement in forum discussions, and the other 2 are essays. If at any time there is something you are not sure about, please contact me by email. The notes each week, which are on the home page, are intended to give you some information on the subject matter for the week. But as with all postgraduate study, you are still expected to do your own research. Thank you, and be back with you again next week.